So sandalwood is a favorite note of mine, and I love it when it appears in fragrances, but I also really love it when it takes center stage and is the dominant player in a fragrance, which is the case with Santal Noble from Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier. Today in this video I'm going to review Santal Noble from Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier, and the wonderful folks at Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier are doing a full bottle giveaway worldwide. So if you're curious to discover Santal Noble, please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time landing on my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, revisiting the old classics, discovering new brands, and participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to this channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. And yes, I'm a fan of sandalwood fragrances, and I love it because it's a woody note that's not necessarily really woody to me. It's very, very creamy and goes into milky territory sometimes. And that's what I like about it. It makes it a very, very cozy, woody experience. Here in this Santal Noble, though, I don't experience it to be that creamy. And I'll let you know all about it. But originally, this fragrance was launched in 1988. Way back to the 80s, and created by Jean-Francois Laporte. The Jean-Francois Laporte is the guy who launched the brand Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier, and he actually had launched L'Artisan Parfumé prior to launching Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier. But this version here, Santal Noble, was redone in 2017. They've just tweaked it a bit, and this is the 2017 version that I'm reviewing for you. So this is EDP concentration, Eau De Parfum, and it's a 120 ml bottle. Here it's $190, and in the States they are sold at Lucky Scent. And once again, I'll say this, but these fragrance bottles are decantable. So if you're at all into the idea of splitting or sharing fragrances with your friends or family or whatever, they're easy to decant. And the bottles, from what they used to be a long time ago, are much better now. They're very, very sturdy, very heavy-duty bottles, and they have this beautiful jewel on top of the cap, and the caps are really heavy as well. They're very, very heavy-duty products here. Awesome stuff. So this is Santal Noble, as I said. For notes here in Santal Noble, we have at the top coffee, spices, incense. In the heart, you've got the sandalwood, you've got patchouli, you've got vanilla and vetiver, and finally in the base notes you've got Castoreum, Ambergris, and Oakmoss. So this is a very, very unique fragrance experience for me. As I said, the fragrance is not as creamy, woody as I thought it was going to be, but that experience is what you experience when you first wear this fragrance. Now, the coffee note is pretty prominent as soon as you spray the fragrance. Along with the spices, you get coffee. It's pretty intense, and it's a little smoky from the incense. So you experience the coffee. If you like coffee and fragrances, this might be one for you to try. I mean, it's very, very unique to experience that. I can smell it. It's a dark black coffee experience. So it's really, really beautifully intermingled with the spices and the incense. That's the start of the fragrance. But immediately sandalwood takes over. In the heart, you've got it mixed really beautifully with patchouli, vanilla, and vetiver. I think the vanilla and the sandalwood are pretty prominent here with the patchouli. Vetiver does show up a little bit, but it's not as overwhelmingly prominent as the other notes. And when you're thinking about this sandalwood vanilla, you're thinking maybe it's kind of like the sandalwood fragrance from the House of Frederick Malle. I'm forgetting the name now, but it doesn't go in that direction at all. This is not that, after all. This does have vanilla and sandalwood, but it's definitely not that fragrance experience. It's totally unique on its own. The fragrance dries down very, very musky for me. It's very, very interesting. As the fragrance is drying, it's also getting creamier and creamier, but my very first experience with the sandalwood is not the creamy variety. And then, of course, it's very, very musky. It's interesting because the several times I wore this fragrance, I kept smelling myself after the dry down. I mean, I'd smell my clothes the next day. It is so musky. It leaves such a musky trail. It's really, really unique. And I think it's because of the Castoreum combined with the Ambergris and the Oakmoss. Very musky. So you must like the experience of musk. It's just really interesting because it's completely different than what the fragrance smells like when you first spray it. Because when you first spray it, it's so classy and woody. But the musky, warm, almost ambery quality of the dry down is kind of like a shape-shifting kind of a fragrance. It starts one way and it ends another way. So I like that about it because it dries down very, very sexy. That muskiness of the Castoreum and the Ambergris together is just pure heaven. So if you're into the idea of like musky fragrances, I'm not saying it's animalic. It doesn't go too animalic. It's more musky than like intensely animalic. Then you should definitely try this one. It's a very, very sexy dry down. The musk is very, very cozy, like intimate smelling. Like you want to get close to someone and smell them out because they smell so sexy. That's the kind of dry down this is. So it's a very, very unique experience. You're starting out with that coffee and spices at the top, sandalwood, kind of dry, woody notes in the heart, and then it gets creamy, soft, and musky in the base. Very, very unique. It's warm and spicy. It's got a little bit of powdery elements, but it's really intensely woody with vanilla tones. So those are my experiences with this fragrance. I really recommend this one. I just wish I had sampled the original Santal Noble from prior, because I've heard such great things about that fragrance from so many people. They said, you've got to get your nose on Santal Noble. You've got to get your nose on Santal Noble. So I'm not sure how different the fragrances are. I'm assuming they're very, very close. There's just some minor tweaks they've done to the fragrance to have it for modern noses, I guess. But we have this one, and it's quite awesome, this one. This is a great, great sandalwood fragrance. If you're a sandalwood lover, you must get your nose on this one. I recommend it. If you don't know where to go sample these fragrances, unfortunately, it's not really available a lot of places. As I said, in the States, it's at Lucky Scent. You can always order samples there. But I'll have a link to Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier in the info box as well. But we do have a full bottle giveaway worldwide, as I said. To participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is please put a comment down and let me know what your favorite woody fragrance is. And also tell me what your favorite sexy fragrance is. Then please let me know what you think sounds great about Santal Noble, and please put your country. And we'll run a randomizer and select one lucky subscriber of this channel. Hopefully you'll be subscribed and you'll receive my message if you won. Other than that, guys, please let me know, are you familiar with Santal Noble? Have you tried the previous version and the new version? Let me know your thoughts. Put some comments down. Also, let me know if you like sandalwood fragrances in general. What are your thoughts about that? Please put some comments. Let's get a conversation started. Other than that, guys, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.